If you've been watching anime for as long as I have, you must have noticed several recurring plots or themes in a lot of modern day anime, especially in the isekai genre. Cliches in anime that happen more times than you would like in different anime and manga every season. Some are okay, some are good, and some just need to stop. So today, I'm going to be listing some of the most popular anime tropes and ranking them based on how good they are for the longevity of anime storytelling in general. So as you can see, I have my tier list already, filled with anime cliches that are good, could be better, okay, bad, and needs to stop. I have 10 anime tropes here, even though I really could have added more. So like and subscribe to see part 2 of this eventually. Alright, first we have this theme where boys in anime look like girls and girls look like guys. But to be honest, the first is the more popular trope in anime. Every then and now, you watch an anime and see a character only to end up wondering, is that a boy or a girl? I go through this at least every 4 animes or so I watch at a time, and most of the time I'm usually wrong. I really just don't understand it. So let me give you a quiz. Which one of these 3 anime characters is actually a girl? You have 5 seconds. Well, if you picked Gother from 7 Deadly Sins, sorry to burst your bubble, but it's neither boy nor girl. It's not even human. Both of these are dudes. This trope goes in the bad tier because I just want to know who I'm looking at so I don't end up gooning to a freaking dude. Incest. This by far is one of the worst anime tropes out there, and the fact that it's an anime trope to begin with is just terrible. In what universe does a brother and a sister grow up together and somehow end up liking each other? Or else it's in the state of Alabama. It's just not possible. In fact, it's the opposite. Waking up every day and having to see the same girl every day will just naturally make you despise her. Just ask your parents. Some animes might make an excuse that they are step siblings, but it's still the same. It doesn't matter if they were attracted to each other in a previous life. I'm looking at you, Oshinoko. This needs to stop. The next anime trope is making young chicks look incredibly mature, fully endowed, and old chicks the opposite. Milliam Nava, a character from that time I got reincarnated as a slime, she obviously looks 13 years tops. But guess how old she actually is? Whatever you guessed, you're wrong. She's over 20,000 years old. Whatever magic she's using, this is the kind of stuff modern day Korean women crave for. Fubuki and Tatsumaki are literally just each other's age. Tatsumaki is 28 years old, pushing 30 while looking 15, and Fubuki, in all her heavily endowed glory, is only 23 instead of 40. You can't tell me this isn't the body of a MILF. This should definitely stay for no particular reason. Next is the whole isekai genre. The concept of killing a main character and reincarnating them in the fantasy world isn't bad, it's just overdone at this point. We get like 10 to 20 new isekai animes every anime season, and really, we've seen it all. Reincarnated as a girl from a guy, reincarnated as a spider, reincarnated as a slime, reincarnated as a pig, reincarnated as a freaking vending machine, reverse isekai, reincarnated as a sword. We've seen everything. I really could go on. Reincarnated as a skeleton. Twice. The goddess blesses the main character with an overpowered skill. The god or goddess abandons the main character. Every student summoned gets a special skill but the main character. Literally hundreds of animes fall into these categories, so this just needs to stop. It's taking the fun out of anime and making things boring. And I'm saying this while being a big fan of isekai animes, but it's just too much. Next is a general problem in anime, but still very exclusive to the isekai genre. Main characters looking exactly the same. There's no difference in the design of any of these main characters, or else you reincarnate one of them as a pig or something. This isn't really a problem that can be instantly fixed because there's only so much you can do when designing a generic 16-year-old Japanese boy in 2D. But it's still cliche nevertheless. nevertheless to have a black or white haired main character with blue or brown eyes. This could be better. This could be improved on. Next is anime's obsession with making the bad guys good, specifically demons or the demon race. Now I know demons in the context of anime aren't directly related to the biblical demons, but they're demons nevertheless. This is more of a personal issue. I didn't really notice this until I gave my sister an anime where the demon lord is good and the angel race are bad. She asked me why the literal devil is good, and I really couldn't even give her an answer. This is a trope that a lot of media besides anime does a lot, but anime takes things a step further, which really baffles me and makes me wonder why anime does this so often. I'm not the most devoted Christian around, but this did leave a bad impression of anime on my sister. How not to summon a demon lord, misfit demon academy, devil is a part-timer, salaryman isekai, Mao 2099. So many animes do this that it really should be its own genre. I personally think this is okay, but not everyone will have the same opinion. Next is the trope of every anime having a beach and bath or spa episode, and if it's a slice of life high school anime, you might as well add that school festival episode or episodes as well. This isn't really a bad thing. Even the biggest and most popular anime usually have at least one episode dedicated to the characters just going to the beach or all the characters going to a bathhouse. I get this is a thing real people do in real life, and it's not really an issue or anything. It's not bad. It's just a cliche at this point. It's okay. Next is, this is actually a mistake. This was supposed to be a cliche of how many animals, especially in mid-range animes, are voiced by humans instead of actual animal sound recordings. But then I remembered something even better. Anime titles. Only in anime will you see a show named World End. What do you do at the end of the world? Question mark. Are you busy? Question mark. Will you save us? Question mark. Shows humanity fighting to stave off extinction. Like, bro, what are these anime titles? These animes literally ask philosophical questions in just the title. And why is it so long? How about the Misfit Demon Academy? History's strongest demon king reincarnates and goes to school with his descendants is an amusing power trip series set in a high school. The title literally summarizes the plot of the anime. Like, what are we even doing? Wait, it gets worse. The story in which I was kidnapped by a young lady's school to be a sample of the common people. Like, what does that even mean? This obviously just goes in bad. This is terrible. Next is 3D animation in anime. Now I'm not talking about bad 2D animation. I'm talking about animes that forcefully use 3D animations in 2D animes. 3D animation in animes as a whole isn't inherently bad. God Eater is pretty good, and that's a fully 3D anime. Attack on Titan did okay with their 3D Titans. But if you see that a 3D model doesn't look good in a certain context, then you shouldn't use it. Biggest example, Kamikatsu. What the hell is this, bro? What is this? Who made this? Who greenlit this? Another one, Ninja Kamui, a ridiculously good action-packed modern-day ninja anime, ruined by the horrible 3D animation in the final battle. This could be better. This should be much better. Now finally, the last anime trope, overly sexualized anime. Unfortunately, in recent years, the border separating flat-out hentai and mainstream animes has been depleting ever so slowly. You can find many animes that you sincerely cannot show a kid because of how sexual it is. Adding one or two sex appeal characters in an anime is one thing, but making the whole plot of the anime about a bunch of dudes banging chicks for a living is another thing.
If you're curious about this anime though, I made a full video about it, link in the description below.
What am I doing, bruh? This definitely needs to stop. If you're gonna make an anime overly sexualized, then just make it a hentai. And there you have it, 10 anime cliches ranked. What anime trope did I miss? Comment down below. If you liked the video, please subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.